50.7. All right, we're here at Spokane Valley Archery. We're about to do some shooting. We're going to build a sight tape for the Matthews, shoot the Hoyt, and get speeds off of both. We're also looking at some of the specs of both in terms of how accurate they are to their ATA, and then going to build a sight tape for both bows. The Hoyt bow is pretty much dialed, but we want to build a tape for the Matthews and see which bow we can shoot further, and maybe shoot a few groups at distance and just see if there's any noticeable difference. I don't really anticipate there to be, but it's worth doing. So let's go check that out, and then we'll shoot some groups and potentially hop on the 3D range this afternoon. All right, we just shot the Matthews and the Hoyt through the chronograph. Based on the speeds, it looks like the lift was a little bit faster than the Alpha X with the same arrow. We just have an Easton Axis 4mm with 400 spine. Total build comes out to like 385, 380-ish. Grain arrow at 26 inches long. Draw length on both of these is 26.5, and we're pulling right around 50 pounds with these for my off-season weight. We'll get both of those on the scale in just a second to show you that they are in fact very close to each other, but I would say the average for the lift was around 237. Well, with the Alpha X we were around 236, so super comparable as we would expect. I would say the draw cycle for the Hoyt is much easier, but I'm very, very used to the Hoyt draw cycle, where the Matthews feels like it kind of wants to take off in the back wall, but I think that's just from not shooting it a bunch because it's getting more comfortable by the day. These are basically 60-pound limbs on both of these, backed out as far as I can go on the limbs, which is about 10 pounds, so that's kind of my summer weight. We got that. Now we'll do the physical weight of both bows. We'll just hang from the D-loop. I would mention on the Alpha X we do not have anything special other than the ghost sticks. Everything is externally mounted. So this should be very comparable because neither bow is using their specialty items. So, all right, here we got the Alpha X. .24. That is fully built out weight. Like I said, I'm not using the pick rail or for either the rest or the sight, so they should be fairly comparable. Go over and do the Matthews real quick. Zeroed out. 7.42. All right, so essentially they're basically the same exact bow. The lift was just maybe a foot or 2 foot per second faster with the same arrow. Nothing that is standing out to me as that impressive. So being that they are basically the same, the only other thing we can do is over the course of the next few videos shoot them and compare shooting results, because the bows themselves are basically set up the same, same weight, same draw length, same physical weight. So now it just comes down to shooting. We're did the bow specs, or the shooting specs, for the Alpha X and the Lift. They came in very close to the same. This week I'll be traveling for work, but next week we'll start shooting groups, and then we'll do a little indoor outdoor competition, and then a special surprise kind of at the end of this little Matthews versus Hoyt series. So now that we got that done, what we're going to do is we're going to work on our sight tape for the Lift. The Alpha X is pretty dialed. I've been shooting that for the last couple weeks, but the Lift, we just had to retune a little bit yesterday, and now we're going to shoot some groups at 30 and 70 because that's what's available on the range right now, and then try to make sure our tape is good. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Helps me out. Appreciate you watching. I'll catch you on the next one.